Stall had controversy with Franco Maloney.
Trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below this line's a foul. We went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Acuérdense, quiero una pelea limpia. Dios los bendiga. Toque Montes.
In the last 2 decades, 5 times the fight of the year was Mexican versus Mexican. We have heard the names Barrera and Morales plenty this week. And perhaps like those 2 Mexican legends, this more than just one night. Maybe this is the first night of what will become 2 names forever linked. Fighters know, they know this moment when the man opposite you can make you a better version of yourself, demanding you give more than you ever have. For Berchelt-Valdez, that moment comes right now. Here we go. Round 1. Andre Ward, what are you looking for early?
Looking for Valdez to get that jab working. Those feints like you just saw right there. He's the smaller man. Stay small. Don't raise up and try to hit the face or the head of Berchelt early on. Be disciplined. Feint, use your speed, and use your jab. For Berchelt, he's going to do what he always does. He takes a round or 2 to warm up. He'll prod and paw with that left hand, and then he'll start to let both hands go to the body and to the head.
This range finding with that jab for Berchelt at the moment. The guy who typically throws over 81 punches per round in his world title fights.
I don't like that Valdez is loading up already with the overhand right and the right to the body. It takes a lot of energy, and it's just unnecessary right now. Just touch Berchelt. Don't try to knock him out with one shot.
Berchelt right now is just trying to set up shop right now. You see him constantly gathering rhythm, his rhythm, and also movement, keeping his distance from Valdez.
Even though Berchelt is the favorite, even though Berchelt is the champion, there is deep-seated motivation. We talked about the fact that you go back to their days as the amateurs. It was Oscar Valdez who was given the opportunity. It was Oscar Valdez who was fast-tracked for the Olympic spots. He comes forward with a left hand follow-up right.
But Tess, he gave up a lot of energy to get a right hand block and to miss the other shot, when he can get those same points and cause more damage by using the left hand, and he can also remain safe while he does it, just like that.
You know what this is called, what Valdez is doing? He's fighting with emotion right now. You know, you've seen his face, the way he looked when he came in, real serious. You know, he's fighting smart. He really is, but he's fighting with a lot of emotion. He needs to be cautious, like you said, Dre.
Well, it's a lot of nervous energy he's giving up. Yes.
Almost as if there's a clenched fist before it even comes to the point of the punch.
And you see how calm Berchelt is.
Well, what did he say in the locker room earlier? About 2 hours ago, he said, just look at my smile.
Yeah.
Look at my smile. That's the kind of night he felt he was having then and he wants to have now. Relaxed, fun. Now working the jab a little bit here. Half a minute to go in round number 1. Big left hook comes in well off the mark from Valdez. That left hook is so dangerous. We've seen the power from Valdez before with it. Double jab, right hand blocks. Hardly the kind of Berchelt round we've seen, but he will get that engine revving for sure. Quick break, end of 1. More from Vegas in a moment. Getting through rapid testing to be here ringside. Shakur Stevenson, 15-0, now 130-pounder, former featherweight champion. He could be facing the winner. And there is the undisputed lightweight champion. Trying to make the company proud, I can see there. Teofimo Lopez, who beat Lomachenko in a spectacular win here October 17th of last year, right here at the MGM Grand. He'll have a purse bid for his next title defense coming up this week. 2 of the real young superstars in the game here to see Berchelt and Valdez in that first round. Valdez, 8 connects, 29 thrown. Berchelt, 5 connects, 31 thrown.
Eddie Reynoso was telling Oscar, look, he's big, he's powerful, but he's slow, both with his hands and with his feet. Look, I saw you lunge in with that big right hand. Don't do that. Set it up because he's looking to counter.
Dre, you said Valdez has the great asset of speed. He has to use the hand speed and foot speed to his advantage.
Well, yeah, Valdez is quicker than he is fast. He can get to the target quick if he doesn't load it up. He gets in trouble when he throws big leaping left hooks and big right hands, but when he up points.
Can see the size difference that Reynoso cited. 2-inch height advantage, but 16 pounds gained from coming off the scale for Miguel Berchelt. Stepped on the scale, perfect 130. Stepped on the scale tonight, 146.2.
Seeing a lot of respect from the champion. He's respecting the power and the speed. He's still trying to figure out his range against Oscar Valdez.
Doing so with the jab, nearly came with the right hand, and then Valdez decides to try to time it and open up with a combination.
There you just saw the size difference. Size doesn't always matter just with punches, but it matters when you're inside. So you see Valdez give all his effort to throw, and you see Berchelt just nudge him off. That takes a lot of energy out of Valdez. So size is about the physicality, not just the punch.
It's a great point. And then there's that punch resistance that becomes so important.
Right now, Valdez is fighting a smart fight right now. Using defense, attacking in the right spots, using his jab effectively. Even with the 5-inch reach disparity, he's finding a home for his jab occasionally. Like there, beautiful work.
And good quick jab as well. Snapping it off. Comes back with it. Valdez with the up jab.
Yeah, Tess, I can't say it enough. That's the most important punch for Oscar Valdez. The left hand.
And you can see blood coming from the nose of Miguel Berchelt. Good work tripling up the jab now, Valdez. Valdez bringing out some blood in the nose of Berchelt.
Valdez needs to ignore the blood and keep doing what he's doing. It's not time to attack yet.
Just beautiful boxing bomb right now. Look at that. Changing direction right there. And a nice 1-2 combination. He's fighting the perfect fight right now. Out at distance.
Well-measured start, utilizing the jab. Oscar Valdez. CompuBox has both men landing 15 punches as we start round number 3. When it comes to the jab and the accuracy, Valdez at 32%, Berchelt at 22%. Tried to come over with a right hand, Valdez, to start this third round.
See, this has been the key to the success for Oscar Valdez. Beautiful jab right there. Even though he's a shorter man and has a shorter reach, he was still able to time his jab like he's doing there against Berchelt.
Bernardo, what are you hearing?
Jose Alfredo Caballero said, look, I know he's landing that jab. What you need to do is counter with the right. Don't lose your mind. Take your time. The fight is still early. Be smart, and you will be able to pour it on late. But his hands are quick.
They're acknowledging the quick hands, the quick jab of Valdez, but it obviously can be a countering opportunity with the right hand from Berchelt. Closes the distance now in the corner before they tie up.
All right, nothing back here.
Even though that was a foul, I like the fact that Valdez tried to make Berchelt pay for lunging in like that. He's sending a message to Berchelt, letting him know that you can't come in here any kind of way. If you miss, I'm going to try to make you pay.
Beautiful jab right there from Valdez. Look for the left hook to come around. You know, you're going to see Berchelt try to block the jab with his right hand. And the left hook of Valdez should find a home for itself soon.
Yeah, I think that's going to land, start landing for Valdez.
There was the left hook from Valdez.
It's that jab, though, Tim, that jab. And he can even bring that jab downstairs as well.
And look at the movement. I mean, Valdez is fighting the perfect fight right now. Not standing in front of this big man, using his legs, popping in. He has the quicker hands, using his athleticism right there. Beautiful work by the young man.
And getting out of trouble as well. Had his back against the ropes, and when Berchelt gets somebody in that situation, all the awkward punches and bunches come, and Valdez quickly turns out and exits out the side door to the right. Turns over a left hook, trying not to be smothered, and then ties up.
Berchelt looks weight drained to me. His punches look a little lethargic. You saw that left hook right there?
Dre, do you agree with that assessment early on by Timmy?
No, it's too early to tell.
It just looks
too early to tell for me.
Able to get out of the way of that left hook from Valdez.
In front.
I had an 8 years.
To let him know this is what's happening, and this is what you have to do to keep your composure.
Right hand comes in from Berchelt. He's finding a little something here in round 7.
Let's go.
Can see redness on the face of Valdez. He opens up with a left hook, goes right back to it again, chopping with a right hand. Here's Valdez now making a comeback. And what does Berchelt do to answer? He throws punches.
What is this guy
The
made of?
only thing they know. Oh, good stuff. Heck of a round. Here's the right hand of
to the center of the ring, because that's where he's going to have success.
Consider how badly he was damaged in round 4, the way he looked in round 5, and now stacks a couple good rounds together, round 6 and 7. In that 7th round, Miguel Berchelt had a 19-13 connect advantage. He was 14 of 44 on power punches. Valdez did make a nice comeback at the end of that round, but early on, Berchelt was consistent, was doing his thing.
Now you see Valdez going back to what gave him the early success, which is the jab and the lead hand. It keeps the hard charging Berchelt at bay. It blinds him if you want to throw a right hand and a left hook behind it, because Berchelt has taken your best shot so he can compute a big lead, right hand or left hand. But when you blind it, or blind him with the left hand, the jab, now he can't see it. Just like that.
Telling you, the uppercut is the money punch from Valdez. It's a shot that Berchelt will not see coming. And the ones that you don't see coming are the ones that hurt the most.
Necessary jab, turns it over into a hook.
Beautiful boxing right now for Valdez. Just beautiful boxing.
Good combination from Valdez.
Look at that. Turning outside the corner. Woo. Beautiful work by the young man.
Nice hop and a step, and then a lead left hook again. Berchelt trying to work behind that jab.
Listen, I don't know why Valdez is switching as much as he is, and I haven't seen him ever switch as much as he is, but it's effective and it's working right now.
Stop. Let go.
Valdez is using that turn and burn, baby. Turn and burn. Keep turning him. Make him pick up his feet. That's what you do against a puncher. A guy that needs to stand in position to be able to land this offense.
Much better movement here in ring generalship in round 8 from Valdez.
No knockdown. Give me gloves. Arriba, golpes arriba.
Those shots are straying kind of low.
Don't hold.
For Berchelt.
Upward coming body shots with the right hand. 8 rounds in the books here in Vegas between these men.
Okay.
Round number 9. In that 8th round, Valdez had a 16-12 connect advantage.
When Valdez goes away from the left hand, the jab, he doesn't land the left hooks as cleanly as he is right now. When he's setting everything up with the jab, he's able to turn southpaw and land some lead shots, and he's also able to land that signature left hook and overhand rights. He's got to stay disciplined.
For such a highly competitive fight, I think many would probably find it fairly easy to score. You've got the highlighted knockdown round in the 4th. 78-73. The bounce back rounds by Berchelt were obvious, 6 and 7, and then a good 8th round for Valdez. He got off to a very good start of utilizing the jab. Then he had the power surge when Berchelt was hurt in rounds 4 and 5. Berchelt settled in, had his way in the 6th and 7th before Valdez comes back with good movement, good jab, and that overhand right in the 8th. 6 rounds to 2 with a 10-8 round.
That was a nice sequence right there. Valdez was on the ropes. He flicked out a left hand, landed a right hand for good measure, and got out of harm's way.
There's the left hook again.
He hurt him with that. He buzzed him. You can see the legs. Oh. Berchelt does not have the same power on his shots. When you get hit with big shots like that, like Dre said, it takes power away from your opponent when you're hitting them with big shots.
Biggest weapon Valdez possesses, and he is utilizing it well tonight. The left hook, switching stances though, and comes back with a right jab, a southpaw jab. And here he is now as a southpaw.
Now you see the body language from Valdez.
Uppercut combination, and he scores the knockdown. Valdez does it again.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come here.
He's hurt.
¿Está bien? ¿Quieres más pelea? Get back.
Can he finish him? Can Oscar Valdez take the throne from Berchelt? Coming in with right hands. Showing the patience of a veteran, of a champion, fighting smart, sweeping headshots. Tim, you said he must go to the body in situations like this.
Go to the body. That'll take a lot more out of your opponent if you go down to that body when they're hurt, and they'll bring their hands down.
Right hand comes in. Berchelt survived the 4th round. Can he get out of this 9th round? He's got to be careful. That left hand again. Sweeping right hand from Valdez. Oscar Valdez in control here as we come to the end of round 9. For the 2nd time, he puts down Miguel Berchelt.
Now, he's not recovering in between rounds. That was he said Valdez has an opportunity to step this thing up and potentially get this knockout. Legs, he's bouncing, but they're not steady. That means that his equilibrium is not right, his balance is not right, and he's a shot or 2 away from getting knocked out.
He doesn't start throwing punches, I'm going to have to stop the fight. So that is in the mind of Jose Alfredo Caballero in Berchelt's corner.
There's another big shot from Valdez. Valdez can sense it.
Joe Mora's got to take a close look at this. I understand this is for Mexico and their Warriors, but he's got to take a close look at Miguel Berchelt. If Miguel Berchelt won't stop, he may have to stop it for him.
Taking too many punches, too many power shots.
Look at his face. Look at the swelling. And he's eating these left hooks. And now snapping jab and a right hand comes in from Valdez.
Stop. Let go. Está bien?
He's got to watch him.
Perfect game plan put forth from Oscar Valdez on the night when he needed to be perfect. Switching stances.
See that switch right there? That's just creating a different angle
Switches back to orthodox.
for his offense.
He has shown everything tonight.
Everything.
Absolutely everything.
Masterful performance tonight by Oscar Valdez.
Motivated by doubters, including his boyhood idol, Julio Cesar Chavez. On a night when Berchelt said, I take a step closer to reaching that goal of Chavez's 9 successful title defenses at 130 pounds with the green belt. And now, if he doesn't have a massive turnaround, that green belt is going the other way. That's a slip in the corner where there is moisture from the water and ice.
Wipe this corner.
And Russell Mora instructs them to wipe it down.
Valdez is in a zone right now. He is in an absolute zone right now.
Dre, it's almost as if you could see it in his eyes, wide open, hyper-focused all night long.
He's heard the talk from his countrymen and from those, you know, in the boxing community. And that motivated him.
Yep.
It's not always the bigger man that wins. It's not always the hardest puncher. Brains, toughness, and skill can get it done.
Stop.
Well, brains is toughness. You got to stay disciplined when you use your brains. That is toughness, Dre.
Explosive! Cap it, folks! That was human dynamite! Absolutely explosive! Oscar Valdez is the new champion! Medical attention immediately into the ring for Miguel Berchelt. The celebration can pause. They need to tend to Berchelt right now. He took a load of punishment, and he just took as big a singular knockout punch as you will ever see. Nevada State Athletic Commission, obviously with veteran physicians. Dr. David Ober, Raimundo Leon, Jay Coates, as they are in the ring tending to Berchelt. This is a scary scene right now here in Vegas, as they will look for movement and assess the situation. Medical team in the ambulance is off to the side, and they will get Miguel Berchelt to a hospital as quickly as possible. But they have to be careful and assess the situation with his movement. You can see him communicating with the medical staff here. And that is a great sign, as they will go through the process of assessing and then slowly sitting him up. They'll bring the stool over. Eventually they will get him to the stool, and he'll be off to the ambulance to the local medical center here in Vegas, that among all the metropolitan medical centers, well equipped and well conditioned to handle these situations of assessing a fighter following a fight like this. He absorbed one